So we're on our second lockdown in France here, and I'm back to boat building, of course. Keep myself busy. There's nothing really open. There's some shops and that, but not really very many. It's mainly food takeaways. But what I'm building here is a torpedo boat, I think they used to call them. And I'm kind of incorporating, as you can see, metal and wood into it there. And so I'm soldering, and I'm also doing a little different. I'm epoxying some of this stuff on, like this metal plate on top of it is on top of wood is epoxied on, and I'm just doing to see how it works. And the windows are epoxied on. So I have just trying out some new techniques on this boat for the fun of it and to make it look more interesting. So I'll just show it to you up close, and then I'll get on with the work, if you can call it work. Anyways, this is what keeps me busy during this second lockdown. I'll get this boat done anyways, maybe the paper one as well that I have here. We started and we never finished. So I have a wooden hollow hull. It's hollowed out the old-fashioned way, and I put some strips of wood down here in the decking and down here in the bottom of the boat so it looks better for the inside of the cabins. Turret, and the back has plywood here. So I got a little hatch here where I'm putting the steering wheel in today and that. Yesterday I epoxied this plate on, which looks really nice. I kind of like the mix of epoxy, soldering, right, and then metal and wood. So I am trying to do something a little different. I have to improve this. There's little kind of slots here, and you know, I had measurements were a little out sometimes. I don't know why, but I'm kind of working my way through it. Yeah, so what I got done today was I got this built in, and I put some fill around here which I have to clean up. It was just to make a kind of flange here. I put in these two flared sides, right? I've epoxied the cabin down in. I've made inside a little, I don't know if you can see that, I'll put a light in there. There, a little cabin, chair, steering wheel, 2 steps and a compass. Might put a little decal detail in there afterwards, but at the moment I'm happy with that. It's a little messy, but... And in the back I put the box here, the 2 chairs and the bench. So we're coming on nicely now with detail. So I'm just going to take a break and have a cup of tea. I might come back to it tonight, we'll see. Maybe do a little more. I'm already running, am I? So I'm taking off of this plan is the legs for the guns, and I'm going to use it for both the paper model and the wood model. This is the wood model we're doing, and I'm just cutting and straightening copper legs here, right? I put these in the vise with aluminum jaws, with aluminum covering jaws, and press and turn and press and turn and press till they come quite straight. And then I'll put 3 of them up like tripod, like this, and solder a circular piece around them, and they'll end up in the gunnery area, back and front, in the back and the front. So that's just what I'm working on at the moment. Just wanted to let you know I'm using electric wire because it's easy to solder and it's easy to straighten and it's easy to cut. Yeah, just to show you, I take the copper wire and I have aluminum jaws in here. You know, some electrical, back of electrical box from something. And I press it, turn, press, turn, press, turn, press, really hard, quite hard. And I begin to get the straight. Now I've got to do the other side, of course. You see there's a crook in it there. Oh. I usually just have eyeball it and see if it's pretty straight. And there you go, there's a straight pin. Another leg done. A couple more to go. Just in case I didn't say it, I dimpled these out, these front ones out with a little punch. So they look like rivets. And back here I made a hatch, and there's 2 nails underneath the flange of a tin, and there's another nail across to make it look like the hatch can slide back on these rails, and you can walk in. It's the way they used to do it. So that was the idea of it, and so it's the design. It's taken me quite a while. I found a metal rivet for the top, and then I used a thicker brass wire for the center there, and I have a tripod stand, the first one out of the 4 I'm building. 2 for this and 2 for the paper, I think. So there we go. Looks pretty good. Took me quite a while though. Here what I'm making is little round. I decided this morning I was going to make a little ledge or kind of tripod stand on top of that, like in the drawing a bit, so it looks more substantial for the gun. So I made it out of a little bit of a, those tabs you stick through in paper. So I made another one here. I got 2. Might get 4, I doubt it. Might have to make it out of a bit of tin, but it looks better that way when you turn it sideways. I got to make a gun on top now. Just got to work that out. There you go. I soldered it on the back. I'll clean that up now in a minute. And I'll have my little tripod done. I'm here making the tripods for the guns. This is the second one. They are slow, detailed and slow. And I don't really have a great machine shop. I just have a makeshift bench here, but we're getting there. Little needle filing here. Cleaning this up, and then I'll show you. Got little specks of solder around the place. See? Let's get in a tweezer so you can see it better. There's where the gun sits on top, and there's the next one. I've got to clean it up a bit more, and we'll put the gun on top. I have mounted the gun on this with a piece of little dowel wood I had, or a chopstick, and a bit of wire and a bit of a pin for the top of the gun, a bit of tin around, a bit of a pin for the top of the gun, a bit of tin around the gun as a holder on the tripod. Yeah, it's getting there now. I'm going to get a back one done. It's going to look like a battleship then. Yeah, you have to be, let's get this in there. You have to be patient. I'll take this out of that because I don't do that. You have to be patient when you're filing these. And you can use a Dremel, but you're going to nick it and then it's done, right? The file, you can't damage it. Needle file. You just keep rubbing away. Rub away, go for tea, come back, rub away. Sometimes you go away and you come back and you go, oh, I can do that better. I'm trying to make detail, but this boat is very small, This is pretty small. I'm not a great guy at the real small stuff. About as small as I want to get. Oh, there goes my heater switching on. It's winter here, but it's not bad. It's 15 degrees today. We're in France, Bordeaux. So yeah, you can see it's polishing up nicely. And we'll get the gun going again. Copper wire down the middle here, like this, into the boat, so that it stands up, and then we'll epoxy on the tin again, and then we got to make another little gun. Yay! I'm not too sure whether I should just do the ring washers on it. Make them a little smaller looking. They look nice like that. And you just paint the inside. I think I'll do that on this one. It's all about design, you know. Sometimes you put it on and you can improve it. That's what boat building is all about, this model boat building. So each spring washer is a little crooked, it's a little off. I'm gonna zoom in, see that. Yeah, they're a little off center here. Oh, there. So each one of them has to be straight to glue on, so I have to put it in the vice grips. Just bend that till they're both equal, so I can super glue it onto the boat. I'm using super glue on these at the moment. So after many hours of work, I just, with my famous super glue, which I'm sticking to, I've just put on the cabin portholes, which I'm going to show you. Now, I designed this one this way, so there's washers on this, and then standard one. I put 2 extra in the back. I like the look of that. And I did the same on this one. This is the wooden hull. But I did plain ones in the back. I'm finding the plain ones more suitable for a torpedo boat. I put 2 in the back there where the gun, back of the gun, and also 2 in the front there. So they're all the same pattern. But you know, these lock washers, I had to straighten them and solder every single crack so that they look like portholes. But you know, you can't go out and buy washers, can I? Anyways, that's where I'm at. I'm just going to put the guns on the other one. But the boat's coming together really nicely now. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so I've been at the boat most of the day, mainly doing the portholes. And I fixed the guns on with some holes in the decks. But she's looking pretty good. Yeah. I put 2 little portholes in the back, like I said, and the guns are in. So I'm gonna have to just start doing detailed now. There's planks to come up top here somehow, some planking, and some other little details like life vests and lights and masts. But we're down to the small details now. So I'll have to go at that. And I cleaned up this back piece here. I left it high, the tin high, and it doesn't look right, so I cut it down. It's gotta look swift, fast. Cutting in those days. It's a bit old fashioned, but I like that. It's meant to be an older one.